that's what we'll be talking about in the course of this conversation, because we were looking into the future. And as I did bring in Professor Williams, I was asking the question about what makes Ghana attractive to many people, and it differs. I've met people over the weekend who are just interested in where the party is in the Republic of Ghana because they've heard something called Dirty December is happening in Ghana. I've heard others who say that they've been traveling across the country looking for tourist sites to connect and have a proper appeal for what's supposed to be their ancestry. On the whole, what exactly is uniquely Ghanaian that pushes this beyond the return agenda and makes it proper for every person to connect?
For me, it's Africa. I'm early on, I'm a Pan-Africanist, and it's just getting to Africa. Ghana does have, unique characteristics, largely as Diallo mentioned, Nkrumah, and early on, it was a citadel. Malcolm X called it a citadel of Pan-Africanism. But for me, again, it was Africa. I just had to have Africa. And so there was a job. And so that's what got me here. But of course, Ghana's a great country, great people, great. But I'm nothing against Ghana, but I could be in Dar es Salaam, I could be in Dakar, I could be in Bamako. But I'm here in Ghana, I'm very happy. But it's a rising of consciousness amongst African people globally that Africa's home and this is where we belong.
Is that really what the truth out there is? Yes, Professor Williams, because there's still a lot of thinking that this is a place that's backward, this is a place that's not evolved, this is a place that lacks development in many facets, and much of it, I mean, some of it is true, actually.
That's there. I'm saying it's a growing consciousness. That's there, but not as much as before. Because of the hostility and the antagonism that you find in, outside of Africa, is pushing people to think more clearly. And so, that's still there, but it's becoming less and less. And you have a growing consciousness among peoples of African descent, Africans globally, to want to connect with Africa.
Now, I'm asking you this because there's the conversation that when I come to Africa, and so what? And then what? If I connect with my heritage, what is the point?
Oh, it builds up your sense of who you are, and it connects you to like other people. It builds your sense of identity and gives you self-esteem and gives you a purpose, gives you a vision of what we need to do as people. So it's not just heritage and then what. Heritage is critical. It's I think Marcus Garvey said, "A tree without roots can't stand." So it gives you strength. God made me stronger. I mean, I was already strong, but it made me even stronger to know who I am, and I'm firmly rooted. So Africa is very important for the African abroad, not as if heritage is not important. It's critically important. And so, part of our problem is we think so lowly and poorly of ourselves. And so Africa can help us to see ourselves in a better light. That's a good thing.